Are the rumors true, Albus?
I'm afraid so, Professor. The good and the bad.
And the boy?
Hello and good evening. Welcome to another thrilling episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Boy. I am your host, Corey, joined by my fellow co-host, Trey.
Hello.
How are you doing, Trey?
I'm good, and I'm waiting on a special present. I ordered my wand.
You did?
So I'm waiting on that to come in. It has unicorn hair.
Nice.
I like unicorns.
Sarcasm, or
no? I like
really
unicorns.
Okay. Oh, I just curious. I forgot what core my wand is. I'll have to double check.
13 inches unicorn hair. Something else. I forget what it's made out of.
I do have to say I am a fan of bigger wands.
Yeah, you are.
In length.
And girth.
Not so much girth, but I do
like a girthy wand in my hand.
I do like the bigger ones, which the one I ordered is the biggest one that I own. I own 3 wands, all custom, not custom, but they're not character wands. But I'll have to see. But let me know when you get it. I did kind of like a unboxing, but I'm not very good at it. I was supposed to post it.
Well, I've been playing with TikTok, so once I do, I'll send you the video if you want to share it.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I put together a video clip of like the unboxing, but it didn't. Wasn't happy with how it turned out. I don't think it did it justice, but I do need to do like some photos and post because, again, our partnership. We'll have an ad break at some point, but Scottington Wand Crafts, the official wand of the podcast, and we each picked we each picked one that we liked, and he was kind enough to do a special promotion for us, but our listeners can also have access to that as well. Again, I'll wait until the ad break, but I was extremely happy with mine. I went with I think we've talked about this probably a couple of times at this point, but
I'll talk about it again.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
If I can find a picture of mine, I'll talk about it.
But I went with the more classical design. I like a simplistic design. Eventually, I do want to do an episode on wand lore or talking about wands, and maybe we can show off our own wands to everybody, and I would love to have Scottington himself. Either he said he has a pretty busy schedule, but either have him on the podcast or have him, maybe submit some audio for some pre-recorded questions and things like that. But I like the wand you chose. It's unique.
I didn't get that wand.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
I got a different one.
Oh, okay. Was that one still available? Or
no, I just went with a different one.
Okay. Did you use our code?
Did. It's dark walnut 13-inch unicorn hair.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll have to do an episode at some point on wands, and I'll save some of my backstory about the wands that I have for that episode. Yeah, I mean, with that said, I guess small talk wise, outside of promotion and you finally getting your own wand, we recently attended a Yule Festival event at our local library. And while the main focus was not Harry Potter was included along with Lord of the Rings, How to Train Your Dragon,
Wicked,
Wicked.
which I did go see Wicked.
Oh, did you? Part 2? And then that was it, right? How to Train Your Dragon, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Wicked. Yeah, I had a good time. I mean, it's definitely oriented towards kids. Face painting, balloon animals, scavenger hunt, things like that. But I do have to say, we are lucky enough to live near our regional library, which is quite larger than some of the other neighborhood libraries. Extremely, I think, lucky in that case, especially to have a library of that size. I know a lot of places aren't like that. But I just want to turn this into a support your local libraries.
I'm in favor of that.
They do a fantastic job. We've gone to quite a bit of the special events that our local library throws or puts on. Again, lucky enough to have a young child who likes to do that sort of thing, because I think most of it is very kid oriented. I don't know if I were an adult to solely go, just as an adult, but yeah, but it was fun. And they do a really good job. It's all, I want to say volunteer, because I'm sure they put in a lot of extra unpaid time to prepare for these types of things, activities, crafts, things like that. So yeah, we, I think have some pictures. I have to get one of the pictures. I think you took some pictures, and then I have some of the crafts that they had that were Harry Potter related. I have to do them, and once I do them, we'll post them to the Instagram and all of that. But
I got the Yule Fest activity book, and I gave that to someone. And I didn't get any of the other Harry Potter stuff, although I wish I did, because they had a little cheap wand in it. And I want a wand, but I don't want to take it away from the kids.
I did.
Yeah, well, you had a kid, so it's a little more acceptable. But for just some random bearded hobo to be walking around taking stuff from kids.
I do have to say, we went back in after you had left, because my daughter wanted something, and when we went back in, they were picking up, but they had a lot of leftovers, so I think you would have been fine. But some of the crafts were pretty fun. The wand that you're talking about was part of a wand box craft that also came with like a little wand ID, or like wand, I can't think of the right word, like registration card.
I don't want those.
And stuff like that. A little activity like spell book and things like that. So it came like with a little extra knickknacks, but we'll post all of that on Instagram soonish. I mean, it'll be a couple of weeks by the time this recording comes out, so I think I have time. Yeah. They're very simple crafts. One was a Monster Book of Monsters, like sticky notepad craft. I think I've got a Hedwig and Owl craft, stuff like that. Nothing.
I mostly got Wicked crafts. I made the Wicked bracelet, and then I did the little Wicked pin, and I wore that to go see the movie, and I gave the bracelet to someone for a Christmas present.
Nice. Well, how, not on the topic of Harry Potter, but it is all the rage these days. How was Wicked Part 2? I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen the play, so
good.
It was good.
I've cried a little.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. I get very
it's a very
up.
Emotional journey.
It is.
And Wicked 2 is a lot darker than Wicked 1.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I read the actual book, but I know the actual book
is insane.
Is a lot different than the play.
I like the movie. I like the first 2 acts of the book. Like the first 2 acts I really liked, and then this third act goes a little insane.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I remember like because I read the book, but I've only read it once. And at this point, that was pushing like 18 years ago.
It's sitting up there somewhere.
But I do remember by the end of the book, I was kind of exhausted.
Yeah.
It was interesting. But yeah, I think I'm going to wait to see the second one until it's just out on streaming and I can just watch both back to back. Because we saw part one. But I feel like, yeah, I'm just going to.
Yeah, it was good. I give it 2 thumbs up. I was gonna write a review about it, but then I decided not to.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well, good. Yeah, I look forward to seeing it. I enjoy the first part one adaptation, and it was a long time coming. I mean, I remember when I first read the book, people were talking about how it needs to be a movie. So here we are. But
and now we're just waiting on the Hamilton movie.
Yeah, well, they did the live performance on, what was it, Netflix or Disney
so.
Plus? Yeah, that might be it. I think that was popular.
And now we're also waiting for the Chris Child movie.
No, we're not.
It'll eventually happen.
No, we're not. I guarantee you, to milk the series even more, they'll do it after the new mini.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or not mini series, because it's going to be, but the new series.
Sure.
Yeah. But where are we at? With that said, tonight's episode is my episode, correct?
Yes.
We are? Okay. All right. Got my notes, but today I did flip-flop a little bit. I'll be honest. My original idea for tonight's episode was I was going to start covering the in-universe books that were written in real life, which is Quidditch Through the Ages, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and the Tales of Beetle the Bard. I was going to do it book by book, but as I kind of started putting everything together, there's really not that much content to make a book by book episode. So I think I'm going to do a little more work and combine those books to just a single episode. You don't have to read them beforehand. So they're very much written as, outside of Tales of Beetle the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages and Fantastic Beasts are very much written as like school books, as educational books.
I did actually buy Beetle Bard.
Oh, well, good.
I do have a copy of it.
Well, I think when I get around to that episode, I think that's where most of the focus will be, because those are more story elements, whereas the other two are more educational. But I wanted to put a little more work into those and I think make a cohesive singular episode versus multiple episodes based on not a lot of content. So I am revisiting that. So I did kind of last minute rearrange my episode order. And today, with that in mind, we are going to have maybe a brief discussion on Harry Potter Legos.
I love Harry Potter Legos.
Harry Potter.
I have a box of them somewhere.
I have a box of them somewhere. So my first question to you, Trey, is: were you a Lego kid growing up? Was
yes,
Lego?
I loved Legos. I had. So I don't know if you remember them, but they were like they're not telemarketer. Like they were like ads on TV for them.
Yeah.
There were these roly-poly, like these like not cabinets, but things that like you would roll out and it has all the different.
But those aren't Legos. What are you?
That's what I kept them in.
Okay.
That's what I kept them in.
Got it.
Like I had so many Legos and they were in these little roly I don't know what else to call them. Boxes?
Bins?
Bin, kind of. But that's what I kept them in. And I had so many Legos. I had Jack Thunder Legos. I had Spider-Man Legos. I had random Legos. And then I had Harry Potter Legos.
Okay.
And I still have some of the Harry Potter Legos in my Lego box.
You might want to go through them, because some of them might be worth, if it's the original ones, with, I don't know how to put this, but the yellow Harry Potter figures, yeah. Is it like those Harry Potter figures, or is it the newer ones? Okay. Yeah, you might want to double check. I would pull that box out and see. Because I think Legos, I mean, we'll kind of talk about it, but has definitely, despite going through a dip and actual, some financial trouble, was on a little bit of a decline, but has slowly, or not slowly, but has been regaining popularity over the last couple of years.
Running a podcast can be expensive, $35 a month to be exact, but we're not going to ask you, our listeners, to front the cost. Instead, consider making a small donation to a charity we hold dear to our hearts. The Trevor Project, the leading suicide prevention, crisis, and intervention nonprofit organization for LGBTQ+ young people. Bravery, intelligence, hard work, and ambition. With these values, we can unite and change the world. Let's make magic happen today. I'm listening.
Okay, you're going in and out of the video, which for video content is fantastic. I don't want to say it's distracting, but it's distracting.
I'm listening.
Are you getting your Lego box?
I'm looking for my Lego box.
Okay.
It's going to take a lot more searching, though, so I'm not going to get it right now.
So I do have to ask, as a Lego kid, did you keep your Legos built, or did they just end up in your bins in various pieces?
They're just in pieces, especially now.
Yeah. I think we were the same. We had two rather large bins that slid under our beds, and it was just all broken down pieces of Legos. I don't think we had one set that we actually kept built.
Yeah, no, they did not survive being built, and I had nowhere to put them, so.
Yeah. Now, I was very much like this, where Legos were a huge part of my childhood, and then came a time that wasn't really interested, kind of dropped off. I think I can actually pinpoint in or around the time that I kind of lost interest in Legos. However, now as an adult, that has changed. I think part of, one, having a kid, and then two, just Lego coming out with some rather cool sets. So was that kind of the same for you? Did you maybe not fall out of love of Legos, but did you kind of just forget? Like, did they kind of go out of your life for a little bit? And
yeah. The thing was, like, when I was a kid, I couldn't really appreciate Lego builds, like having the actual like build stuff. I was just like playing with them and building whatever. But now that I'm an adult, I wish I had Lego money. Because I really want to get a Millennium Falcon Lego set, like the big Millennium Falcon Lego set. And I would love to get the Hogwarts set. Mm-hmm. I'd also like to get a Death Star set. That would be really cool.
I was going to say, I don't even really have Lego money.
That ain't cheap.
That's, I think, one of the major complaints in the Lego world right now is the drastic increase in price for a lot of these sets. A lot of opinions, especially with the bigger ones like the Death Star set. The Millennium Falcon set is like, you're talking about the
like $800.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. Yeah. It's a beautiful piece. for me, I mean, there's a lot of Hogwarts sets. There's the modular ones. There is the like bigger castle build, but it's like the full castle. And then there's the I say mini build, but it's like the Hogwarts grounds. That is my current dream set.
No, I want like the full castle.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that one's too big for me, but I like the middle one or the smaller one. It's like I forget what type of Lego set it's called, but it's,
You're
more
just
like
all
a
about
model.
sizes of things tonight.
I am. I'm a man who knows what size he wants. But I am a December baby, so luckily my birthday is in early December. Doesn't really interfere with Christmas, but I got 2 Lego sets for my birthday, and one was birthday / Christmas for my brother. But my birthday present was the Game Boy Lego set of the original Game Boy.
Does it actually work?
No, it does not. Some people have modded them to work. It's a great build, though. It's like real, like life-sized, 2 size of the actual Game Boy, and it comes with 2 game cartridges.
Like Game Boy Color, like the original brick Game Boy.
Like the original gray brick Game Boy.
I had that one.
Yes, I had that original Game Boy as well. Fantastic build. Loved it. Very interesting, very unique concept, really fun to build. And then my brother got me the, which I was hesitant at first. I didn't know how to feel about it. I wasn't like super excited, but then as I opened it and started building it, I really fell in love with it. But the Gizmo Lego set for Gremlins, he's really cute, super cute, and ended up being a really fun build to do.
I have Gizmo Furby.
Oh, there you go. That's a little creepy looking. I'd get up and show you the Gizmo Lego, but I'd have to move everything, and I'm sitting in bed. I don't have a desk and all of that. But yeah, so with that said, if you don't know, I have some Lego fun facts. Just a brief history on Lego for those of you who may be fans of Harry Potter, but not be aware of the existence of Legos. So Lego was founded in 1932 in Billund, Denmark by Ole Kirk Christensen as a small workshop making wooden toys. The name comes from the Danish phrase "leg got." I don't know. I don't speak Danish. I'm probably butchering that, but it stands for play well, and they just shortened it to Lego. Between 1949 and 1958 is when Lego began producing the plastic interlocking bricks. In 1958, the modern brick design with its stud and tube locking system is patented, creating a durable, compatible system still used today. So 1932 was when Lego started, but it wasn't until 1958 that we kind of got the blocks that we are familiar with, and they still use today. I have a bunch of other history, but I'm not going to go through every single timeline.
You have multiple timelines?
The multiverse of Legos. But no, it's just, what did I say? 1958, the bricks. 1978 is when the Lego minifigure, can't talk tonight. The minifigures debut. So that's 20 years after the brick. Another 20 years before that, it was all wood. And then in the 1990s is kind of when Lego expands more into what it is today. And I'll talk about that a little bit. So that kind of leads into my next question is, do you know what Lego's first licensed theme was? Like, that wasn't just a Lego creation.
Indiana Jones.
No, but close. Not Steven Spielberg, but George Lucas. Star Wars was Lego's first licensed set, starting with the Phantom Menace, I think.
That was when they started those?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus,
I think
it was late.
It was 1999. So Star Wars was the first licensed. Yeah.
Like, that doesn't seem right. Like, I feel like I remember having, like, earlier Star Wars Legos than Phantom Menace.
Well, I think the thing is, and I could be wrong. I know that is when Phantom Menace came out, but I guess I should have looked up when what the first licensed Lego set was. Because they did do the other sets. Like, they also had sets that were from the original trilogy. Now, I remember I had Anakin's Pod Racer, which I thought was really cool. That was the first set that I built and like actually kept on display. And then one of my mom's friends' kid or something like that, like, accidentally dropped it.
What a brat.
But then had the nerve to hide it under my dresser.
I hope you beat him up.
I was so pissed off. So pissed off. Like, to the extent of I don't even think I built it again. Like, I just threw it into the box of Legos, and that was it. But I had a bunch of the Phantom Menace. I had a lot of the droids. There was like a Jar Jar Binks set. I had that because, look, I'm going to be honest. I will say it here to our hundreds of, 100 plus listeners that I like Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks was funny. He was amusing.
Getting canceled.
Look, as a kid, what was 99? I was 11, 12 years old, something like that. Jar Jar was funny. Okay? He was better than CP3O.
Those are fighting words.
Look, I'm just saying, as a kid, I loved it. I thought Jar Jar, like, when you first saw Phantom Menace, you liked Jar Jar. You thought Jar Jar was funny. When he got electrocuted and he shook his tongue.
Jar Jar.
You fucking liar. But whatever. I don't think you're telling the truth.
Don't rope me into your shaming yourself of liking Jar Jar Binks.
Hey, the trilogies, or I'm sorry, the Phantom Menace is cool now. Everyone likes the Phantom Menace now. It has
Where was this love when it came out?
That's a good question. I think the theory is that all of the kids who grew up with the Phantom Menace being their introduction to Star Wars now have opinions and like the Phantom Menace. Anyway.
I think it's that the Phantom Menace is cool now. It's that Hayden Christensen is cool now.
Again. I think all of them. I mean, it got, I'm not getting into a full discussion because it's a pretty deep discussion, but like the actor who played Jar Jar, he was in one of the new
He was in
series.
an episode of Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian. He went through shit. I mean, Hayden Christensen went through shit. Jake Lloyd, who played young Anakin, that poor kid. Yeah, it was fucking brutal. But
I'll still say it. Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones was bad. Revenge of the Sith was better, but it's a low bar.
Yeah. I will say, still better than the new trilogy.
Shut the fuck up.
What are we? This is a Harry Potter podcast, right? Okay, so Harry Potter and Lego. So in 2001 is when Lego licensed the Harry Potter Lego franchise in conjunction with the new movie Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone?
Sorcerer's
Sorcerer's Sorry, we're American. So Sorcerer's Stone. The first film saw the largest number of sets. They created 14 Lego sets being made in total, starting on the 1st of September 2001. 11 were produced in 2001, with the remaining 3 released the following year. There's quite a long list. I'm not going to go through everything, but some of the original Harry Potter sets, I think I only had one. I think I had Troll on the Loose, because I remember having the troll figure. That was the bathroom scene.
Yeah.
I think it came with the troll figurine, Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Yeah, no, I had Harry and Ron at least, and Dumbledore.
Okay.
I don't remember the others.
Well, there was a lot. I mean, this was the largest number of Lego releases tied to a Harry Potter film. But just to go through some of them, the Sorting Hat. This was I never had this one, but it was very unique. And they just recently remade it, no, it's already come out. But it comes with like a little spinning wheel with each house, and you can kind of sort yourself into a house. They had the Chamber of Winged Keys, Snape's Classroom, the Forbidden Corridor, which came with Fluffy, the three-headed dog, Hagrid's Hut, the Hogwarts Express.
Pretty sure I had Hagrid's Hut. And it like opened up.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when all of these came out too, this was all before the more modern Lego minifigures. So all of these were like your standard yellow Lego figures. If you're young enough,
what are they now?
They're actual skin toned.
Oh, okay.
So, they all their skin tones match. One of the things to note, I never had this figure, but I do remember, I think it was I could be wrong, but any set that Snape came in, Snape in the original Lego series for Harry Potter actually had glow-in-the-dark skin.
Why?
Because in the book, he's like very pale and white. So they gave him glow-in-the-dark skin for Lego.
Lore-wise, that makes no sense.
Oh, well, I don't think Legos really care too much about the lore of Harry Potter, because some of these sets were pretty weird. There were, I think, 3 sets. There was the Hogwarts Classroom, Gryffindor House, and Diagon Alley that had like these weird cardboard inserts, and all of the sets were like bright orange and bright purple and very strange coloring. I'll probably post a lot of this in conjunction with this episode on Instagram for visual representation, because going back and looking at like the minifigures for Ron Weasley and stuff like that, like it's all very generic. Very generic. But it's fun, especially compared to what they have now. It's fun going back and seeing what some of these sets were. But yeah, they had Gringotts, Hogwarts Castle, Hogwarts Express, and a couple of others. A lot of these sets would go on to be repeated and are still repeated today. All of the, I guess, additional Lego sets kind of released with each film. So in 2002 through 2003 was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. These sets were designed to be combined with the sets from the first film, which is something they still do today. I mean, we talked about it briefly earlier with the modular Hogwarts sets. Is you buy different pieces of Hogwarts Castle and you can combine them, move them around, stuff like that to form the actual castle. And there's no right way or wrong way, so you can get pretty creative with the design. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban released in 2004. The third film saw 11 sets released starting in April 2024, including the first Harry Potter mini set. In addition, the minifigures became flesh-toned, following Lego's universal change for licensed characters. So, licensed characters, because they're based on these movie-related characters, receive the flesh tone, whereas the official Lego sets kept the traditional yellow skin tone, or I don't know, whatever you call it. So
I guess I just haven't noticed that they changed.
Really?
I guess I just haven't noticed. Which is weird, because I've seen like the Lego movie and I've played Lego games, and I guess I just haven't noticed.
Yeah, because even in the Lego movie, like Batman and stuff like that has the flesh-colored skin. I remember when they made that change, and I thought it was pretty stupid because, you know, growing up on the traditional yellow figurines, it took a while to get used to. But now I appreciate it. I do like the... especially when you're basing it on certain characters, it fits much better than just your standard yellow. So in 2005, with Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, only 4 sets were released in conjunction with the film, starting in October 2005. And that is also the time that the Harry Potter minifigure headpiece was redesigned in the series as well. So some other changes going throughout the series. In 2007 was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Only 1 set was actually produced during this time, based on the 5th film, which kind of foreshadowed the theme's assumed retirement. This was the last Harry Potter themed set until 2010, and that set was released in 2007. So, pretty big gap, especially with a big franchise like Harry Potter. And it wasn't just Harry Potter's fault. Lego was actually going through a lot of changes during this time. So, throughout kind of starting in 2004 through 2009, a lot of the sets tied to Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire were actually paused for by Lego, mostly because of the just internal strategy at Lego, or with Lego. And then mixed sales, you know, it always comes down to money.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, Lego wasn't doing too great in the early 2000s. I mean, again, so much so that the Harry Potter franchise just wasn't doing well enough to justify continuing the series. So kind of with a 3-year gap, it did go through a bit of a revival in 2010. A lot of the new sets were released in October of 2010. I'm not going to go through all of them. There are a lot. A lot of them are repeats of sets, and that kind of continues through today. A lot of repeat sets, but the only official set that was tied through the Half-Blood Prince was they released the original Burrow set, which is another one that recently was re-released, but this one was specifically based on Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Lego released 4 main sets in 2011, which was Diagon Alley, was released in January, while the other 3 weren't released until June. Coinciding with the release of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Let's see, most of those sets were promotional sets that were released in different countries at different times, which were either being given away with newspaper offers and what are now like, what do they call it? Gift of purchase. Where if you buy certain sets or spend a certain amount of money, you get smaller bonus sets. One of which being Lego. Let's see, a set that released with the Lego Harry Potter video game, years 5 through 7. Attention students, whether you're a witch or wizard looking to discover your potential with an exquisite selection of magical woods and legendary cores, find your perfect wand and let your magical adventure begin at scottingtonwandcrafts.com. Use code TGTBTBPOD, as in the good, the bad, the boy pod, and save 10% off at Scottington Wandcrafts, maker of magnificent magical wands. So, 2007, things aren't looking great. They kind of stopped the series, put it on a hiatus for 3 years, but in 2010, do the revival. And one of the major things with that revival was the release of the Harry Potter Lego video games. I think we talked about this before a little bit, or it was brought up before. But what was your opinion on, not only the Lego Harry Potter games, but the Lego games in general? Because they all pretty much fit the same formula.
I think those games are a lot more fun than they have any right to be. Like, they're a lot of fun. Okay. They're stupid. Half of the game is really just breaking things around you and rebuilding it. I actually tried replaying the Lego Harry Potter series recently, and I got to a part where I literally could not figure out what to do, so I just put it down. But I won't. And I've been wanting to go back to it. I just haven't yet. But I'm in favor of them. Like, I really like the Star Wars Lego games, especially the Skywalker saga that they came out with, where they redid all the old games. I like the Marvel superhero ones. And I do like the Harry Potter ones. I just need to go back and give them another shot.
So have you played through them and beaten them, or have you just
the Harry Potter I haven't beaten, but okay. But the Skywalker saga, the Marvel superhero ones I've beaten. I beat the first Marvel superheroes. I haven't beaten the second one yet, but it's on my list to go back to. But in general, I'm a big fan of them. They're, like I said, they're fun and they're stupid. They're just stupid fun.
Yeah, they do have an odd kind of humor to all the games. They don't take themselves too seriously. They follow the basic story outlines, but then there's a lot of more funny moments throughout the series. I was kind of in the same situation with the Harry Potter ones. Honestly, I bought them on Switch because they had a sale, and it was kind of the same. Maybe it was the same part. I don't remember what part I got stuck on, but there was a part I got stuck, and I never went back to it. But I will be honest, I never really got into the Lego games. I played the Lord of the Rings one.
I also have the Hobbit one.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was the Hobbit. I never beat it, but it never clicked with me. I thought they were fun. I also felt like there was just too much going on, and it was kind of like a sensory overload, and kind of stressed me out a little bit, with all the characters and the collections and everything that's going on screen and stuff like that. But who knows? Maybe I'll go back and try again. I could probably go without ever playing another Lego game.
Yeah, this talk is making me want to go back and play them.
Is making you want to go back?
Yeah, I might be loading them up tonight.
Well, please do. And please finish it, and then maybe we can talk about it. Okay. But, yeah, so Lego Harry Potter, the video game, years 1 to 4 was released in 2010, covering the first 4 books or films, introduced spell-based puzzles, silent comedy storytelling and full Hogwarts exploration.
Probably the one thing I don't like about the older Lego games is the silent storytelling.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of that.
Yeah.
I liked it more when they have dialogue.
Yeah. I don't disagree. But I don't think it had, and maybe I'm thinking wrong, but it wasn't completely silent. Like, it was like, don't they make noises or
They make noises
something like
and
that?
like gestures and pull out,
Mhm.
whatever it is they need for the scene. But like, they have no dialogue. Like the Harry Potter didn't have dialogue. The early Star Wars games didn't have dialogue. Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are all silent story based.
Just, they don't want to pay those royalties, because I'm sure even if you have someone doing the voices for, say Harrison Ford or whomever, I would imagine they still have to pay for rights to using that actors, and all of that. So, and then a year later in 2011, we would get Harry Potter years 5 through 7, adapted the more darker half of the series. Still kept the, your traditional Lego game, what you would expect, but did expand combat, characters, and locations throughout the
new Batman Lego game coming out that I want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a lot like like the Arkham games, just Lego.
Oh, I think I heard about that. I haven't
I want to get that.
Yeah. I enjoyed the first Arkham game. I played the second one, but I never finished it.
Change that.
Maybe.
Should fix that.
Maybe. I do remember enjoying it, though. Yeah. The games themselves were critically and commercially successful and helped reignite interest in Lego Harry Potter as a brand, which I think worked well with kind of the overall revival in or around the same time. So definitely well timed. In 2016, this wouldn't last long, but and I wish I kind of got into this when it happened, but this was kind of, not too long ago. Well, 10 years ago now. Oh my God. Was the Lego Dimensions. This was Lego's attempt at like I don't want to say an MMO, but I forget what they call it. It was where you buy the minifigures and they connected with an actual game. But Lego Dimensions had sets for everything. Harry Potter, Back to the Future, like any and every franchise that you can think of. And you could play online with people, but then there was like an actual base game. Again, never got into it.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
I also never got into it.
Because it was like the most popular one was, which is so strange, was Spyro. Spyro, they call it Skylanders. And it was the same. You would buy, this was all before like the amiibos and Nintendo got on.
That's what it was reminding me of.
Yeah, it was essentially like that's what the amiibos were. Like Nintendo just kind of got on the hype train a few years late, but still made a bunch of money, I guess. You don't really, it's kind of funny how amiibos just went away. You don't really hear anyone talk about them anymore. But yeah, so a bunch of stuff was released through Lego Dimensions. But again, that would eventually kind of fizzle out and go away. I think it was like in 2001 or somewhere around, the early 20s at this point. And then I have a bunch of stuff, I guess, somewhat more recent, 2018, 2019. A lot of these sets were all re-releases of updated versions of older sets, focusing on, like, 2018 focused. Those sets were focusing on Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets. 2019, you had a focus on Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire. So they were kind of doing a reboot on a lot of these sets, with the new designs, the new pieces, the new characters, things like that. 2020 was Order of the Phoenix and the Half-Blood Prince. And then, fast forward a few years, 2024, 2025, we're kind of continuing that same pattern. The biggest focus in 2024 was the Hogwarts Castle, the modular set that we spoke about. These are smaller builds that you can connect into a larger, what they're calling the most accurate version of Hogwarts Castle to date. And then you also have the multitude of other repeat sets as well. I mean, Hagrid's Hut, a bunch of sets of like Privet Drive is another one they just redid. That one's based on Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban. Whereas the one that came out a few years prior was based on Chamber of Secrets, came with the flying car and all that. So, yeah. And that's where we're kind of at today. Lego doesn't release individual or really financial numbers when it comes to their license set. So I did try to find out how Harry Potter does, in comparison. Because at this point, I mean, you have Star Wars, you have Mario, you have Marvel, you have Harry Potter, you have all of these licensed sets now.
Ionics.
Well, that wasn't licensed. That was, and that's, I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, but you have like, I mean, you have sets based on Wicked. You have like, it's, you've got sets that are just Disney sets of like the Disney Castle, and it's crazy. So, unfortunately, they don't really break down their financials that much, but in 2024, Lego Group recorded a revenue. I should have looked up what this stands for, but DKK. I don't know. Because it says 74 billion, but that just seems like a knot.
Stands for that dick.
Which is up 13%. Yeah, I probably should have done a little more research on that. But Harry Potter is nowadays one of their more popular sets, which I think shows with how much they are re-releasing, kind of with nothing really happening. Well, now we have the new series and know about that. And I'm sure they'll release new stuff based on that. But
Game of Thrones sets.
Do they?
Don't they have Game of Thrones sets?
I don't know.
I feel like they should.
Maybe. I know they have Zelda and stuff like that. But regardless, Lego's making a shitload of money. And Harry Potter is definitely contributing to that. So, with that said, that is, I guess, kind of all I have. Yeah, I just, I don't know. Especially, like, getting back into Legos. I do have, I say some of the newer Lego sets, but with so much being released this year, 2024, throughout 2025, and now going into 2026, like, some more sets were announced not too long ago. I had the Privet Drive set that was based on the newer one based on Chamber of Secrets. That one I did take apart, and I'm kind of working on like a modular set just for myself based on like extra Lego Harry Potter pieces that I have. I have the Hogsmeade Village set, which is like 2 of their buildings, the 3 broomsticks, I think, and Honeydukes? Something like that. And then I have some smaller sets as well. I mean, I don't think I've ever bought any of them myself. They've all been gifts and things like that. Again, my dream set right now is the model version of Hogwarts, the smaller scale. I think it's called Hogwarts Grounds, where it looks like a model of Hogwarts versus the bigger castle build or the modular sets. But yeah, I don't know if I would have seen myself in going into 2026 and having Lego collections. I mean, as we record this, I'm looking at Gizmo the Gremlin staring at me as a Lego, a very lovely Lego Game Boy, which I
Get it wet.
never. Funny enough, on his back, they have like a little water droplet. Yeah, as like a little Easter egg. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And not only that, to see like how intricate Lego has become.
You never saw Community, did you?
Yes.
There's a character who, like, he just gets out of prison and he comes back to teach. And at one point he's just like, what the fuck happened to Legos? Why are they so complicated now?
They are very complicated. I mean, I'm impressed though. The stuff like building the Game Boy, and you can push the buttons, you can move the D-pad, you can turn the on and off switch.
Nice.
It's crazy. The Gizmo build is so many different unique pieces than what they used to have when we grew up. But it's crazy to think about. So I'm definitely intrigued where it goes next.
I could definitely get back into Legos.
I think
But I'm definitely more geared toward, like, the Lego video games.
From a building standpoint, I think that's what I enjoy the most. Like, I sprawled out on my bed, had all the pieces scattered about, like put on a podcast or like YouTube videos and reviews and just listen to that and built. And it was like the world didn't matter. Like I was locked in. And for those
Under happy place.
Yeah, I was like those few hours, it was like waking up on a Saturday morning when I was a kid and building Legos. Like some of my best memories were me and my brother and I just playing Legos. Like that's what we did in our childhood.
I'm going to do you a favor and come into your house and break those sets so you have the joy of rebuilding them.
Please don't, because I don't think I will. I don't know. I think I would be so mad. I enjoy it. I don't want to build them again. But yeah, do you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, I'm just curious what if I do find my box of Legos, what Legos I have left in there, and what Lego games I might want to load up and play. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm curious. I definitely let me know, and if you find your old Legos, especially the Harry Potter ones, please let me know. Like take pictures and stuff like that, because I think for this episode,
they're somewhere. I'll find them. I just need to get them.
Yeah. I don't have any. Like my brother kept all our old Legos, and I think he gave them to his son. So who knows what he has at this point? But I really do wish I would have kept a lot of the old sets. But yeah, no, they're definitely expensive. The more low cost sets are few and far between.
I've noticed.
But hey,
well, like there's been times where like I was like, oh, I got like a $50 gift card. Let me go, spend it on something. And I try to like look at Legos. It's like nope.
I don't even know. I think the Game Boy was around that price, like $59, $60. I didn't look up to see how much Gizmo was, but yeah, I mean, look, maybe one day you'll get that Millennium Falcon, or I mean, that Death Star is. I'm not a fan of it, but it's giant. And what is that one? That one's like 1,000, I think.
Probably
like $9.99, something like that.
But
it's insane.
Yeah, I want that. But the Millennium Falcon would be my coup de grace.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. Like I couldn't imagine where you would put it.
I have nowhere to.
It's so big. I don't know. Is it like minifigure scale? It might be, like compared to the minifigures being real size.
I don't know,
because it is huge. I've seen it in store. We're lucky enough to live near a Lego store, and it's insane. But yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I don't know. Good night. Sign off. Corey out.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't got a goodbye.
Pa?
said I don't have a canned goodbye or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think of something.
The Good, the Bad, and the Boy is an independently produced podcast. Stock media, wizard theme music provided by Adam Monroe at Pond 5.
Music, a magic beyond all we do here.
Voiceovers provided by artists Sarah Jackson and Debbie Masters. Links to their creative works can be found in our podcast channel and episode descriptions.
Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world.
You can rate and review us on your preferred podcast platform, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at The Good, the Bad, and the Boy podcast, all one word. Questions, suggestions, feedback, and howlers can be sent to us directly at thegoodthebadandtheboy@gmail.com. You're a wizard, Harry.
A what?
A wizard.